Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa, and I'm one of the youth librarians here at West Vancouver Memorial Library. And I'm so excited to be here and helping host this live event with you all today. I would like to start off by acknowledging that the West Vancouver Memorial Library has its home on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples. And in particular, I would like to recognize the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish nations. And I would also like to acknowledge the Lekwungen, Songhees, Esquimalt, and Saanich peoples, whose territory is where Fred is performing from today. And we are so grateful that we are able to learn and laugh and share on these beautiful territories together. I would also like to thank the estate of Robert Leslie Welsh through the West Vancouver Memorial Library Foundation, and it is with their continued support that we're able to have these musical events at the library throughout the year for you. And I also want to give a shout out to Guillermo, who is working behind the scenes to make sure Fred and I look good and sound great today. And also to Taryn, who is monitoring our chat on YouTube. About 3/4 the way through the performance, we'll stop for a little bit for a question round with Fred Penner. So if you have any questions for Fred, please send them over the chat. You can also send them to our email, youth@westvanlibrary.ca. Taryn will make sure to send them my way so we can make sure that we can ask Fred together. Also, if you have downloaded and cut out and colored your own cat came back mask and you can take pictures throughout the concert, feel free to send them to us in that email and we'll make sure that Fred gets them. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the man of the hour. Uh, he is a singer, songwriter with over 45 years performing for kids and families around the world. He has released 13 albums for children. His song, The Cat Came Back, is uh, celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, and it is still as fun and as catchy as it was 40 years ago as it is today. He has won numerous awards, including Junos. He has won Parents' Choice Awards, and he is even the recipient of the Order of Canada. So Fred Penner is truly the definition of a Canadian music icon. His show, Fred Penner's Place, ran for 12 seasons, and I grew up watching Fred's Penner's Place, and I'm really excited to be here. Every day that he climbed through that hollow log and onto our TVs, he connected families across this country. And he has inspired a generation of parents who now get to pass on his message of joy and kindness onto their own kids. So I'm so excited that he is here to perform with us today. And without any further ado, here is the one, the only, Fred Penner.
Hi, everybody. Just the way you can count on sunshine after showers, you can count on me. Just the way you can count on springtime bringing flowers, you can count on me. Long as friend has an F in it, you can rest assured. What we have is real definite, that's why we've endured. Just the way you can count on songbirds in the treetops, sailboats on the sea. Just the way you can count on all your fingers, you can count on me. Just the way you can count on school day after Sunday, you can count on me. Just the way you can count on Tuesday after Monday, you can count on me. Every hope has a wish in it, so just hope and wish. Every stream has a fish in it, that's why people fish. Just the way you can count on stars to keep on shining through eternity. Just the way you can count on all your fingers, you can count on me. Just the way you can count on all your fingers, you can count on me. Hello, friends. Thanks so much for dropping by. And thanks so much to the West Vancouver Memorial Library for putting these pieces together. It's going to be a fun little while together. I'm going to sing, as Lisa was saying, for about 40 minutes or so. Then we'll have a bit of a Q&A after that. And then I'll sing a few more songs and we'll say goodbye. And that first song was called You Can Count on Me. And I want to send that out to all of the caregivers in this country, around this world, in fact, to the parents, the grandparents, the nurses and doctors, everybody who's working really, really hard at keeping us safe during this very strange COVID time. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're finding things to do in your day, in your life, that make you feel good, that make you feel happy, things that you can share with your family. What a day, filled with surprises. What a day, you can sing that part with me. What a day, friends by your side, no matter what the weather, when we're all here together, it just keeps on getting better. What a day, oh, what a day, you never know what can happen. You never know who you'll see. Maybe dreams and wishes can come true. Today it happened to me. What a day, filled with surprises. What a day, friends by your side. No matter what the weather, when we're all here together, it just keeps on getting better. What a day, oh, what a day. You never know what can happen. You never know what you'll do. Every wish and every dream is waiting to come to you. What a day, filled with surprises. What a day, Fred's by your side, no matter what the weather, when we're all here together, it just keeps on getting better. What a day, oh, what a day, what a day, oh, what a day, what a day, oh, what a day, what a day, oh, what a day. Good, I hope you're having a good day. I hope it's nice where you are. Have you got any snow yet? Well, maybe a little bit of rain happening out here on the West Coast. Thanks for being here. I want to share a song right now about, well, it's called Collections. I wrote it many, many years ago, and I performed it often in my performances, and you can help me with it, and I'll show you where your part comes in. When I was a little child, about as old as you, I collected things that I would find and hide them in a shoe. Rocks and shells and bottle caps, a ball of foil or string. They didn't cost a penny, and I felt just like a king. Here's your part. 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts and start again. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts again. Try this. Go 1, show me one finger. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts and start again. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts again. That's it. Now I'm bigger and I'm older, and I've learned to really look for treasures from around the world. I keep them in a book. Stamps and coins and stickers, a story, poem and song. Open my imagination to thoughts that make me strong. Here we go. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts and start again. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. Collect your thoughts again. I can't show you the collection that means the most to me, because it's hidden deep inside where nobody can see. It comes from those who care for you. This collection has its start in the memories and the feelings and the pictures in your heart. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories that never end. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories never end. We're singing 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories that never end. 1 to 5, 6 to 10, memories never end. Oh, memories never end. Good. That's what life is all about, really, is making memories with each other. Sure, I'm going to grab a little sip of the water. Cheers to you. Yeah, life is all about making memories together, isn't it? I hope that you are making lots of wonderful memories with your family, wherever you happen to be. One of the memories that I have is reading. And because this is for the West Vancouver Memorial Library, I thought this might be a good time to do this thing. Put your hand in front of you like this. Put your hand, show me your hand. Take 2 fingers and move them across your palm like that. You see what I'm doing? Just like that. Now give me a straight hand up in the air. Take 1 finger, bend it in half, and go with or without these sound effects. Back to the flat hand again. Now reach down, pick up something off of this hand and put it in your head. Don't hurt yourself now. If you know somebody, if there's a person in your life who cannot hear, a person who uses their face, their bodies, their hands to speak, this is sign language I want you to learn with me, okay? And this is what it means. Say this after me. Reading is the key to learning. Isn't that a beautiful sign? The words come off of the page into your brain. Let's do it again. Here we go. Reading is the key to learning. Yeah, good for you. I like to read. Do you like to read? Sure, reading is one of the most important things you'll ever learn to do. You know that's true. And once you learn how to read, then you can find the answers to so many of those questions in those beautiful growing brains of yours, right? Once upon a time, we received a Christmas present. Yeah, Christmas is just around the corner, isn't it? Oh, isn't that exciting? And maybe some of you will receive a book for Christmas. That's possible. Well, this is based on a book that we received as a Christmas present. It's called A House is a House for Me. It's a song about different kinds of houses for different kinds of things. And you can help. All you have to do is say, a house is a house for me. Try that. A house is a house for me. Say it again. A house is a house for... Now try and guess some of the riddles in this song. A hill is a house for an ant. A hive is a house for a bee. A hole is a house for a mole or a mouse. And a house is a house for me. A web is a house for a spider. A bird builds its nest in a tree. There's nothing so snug as a bug in a rug. And a house is a house for me. A cookie jar's home to the cookies. Bread box is home to the bread. My coat is a house for my body. My hat is a house for my head. Mosquitoes like mud holes or puddles. Whales need an ocean or sea. A fish or a snake can make do with a lake. But a house is a house for me. Try this one. A glove is a house for a hand. A stocking's a house for a knee. A shoe or a boot is a house for a foot. And a house is a house for me. You see? Now if you get started in thinking, I think you will find it is true. All the more that you think about houses for things, the more things are houses to you. A book is a house for a story. A rose is a house for a smell. My head is a house for a secret I never will tell. A flower's at home in a garden, a donkey's at home in a stall. Each creature that's known has a house of its own. And the earth is a house for us all, for us all, for us all, for us all. Yeah, the earth is a house for us all. Hey, thanks for doing that song with me. Good. So many of you know that I had a sister. Her name was Susie, and Susie was born with Down syndrome. Mm-hmm. Your parents, you'll know what I'm talking about. Grandparents, you'll know what I'm talking about. But Susie was, I think, one of the most important people in my life when it came to understanding how music can get inside of a person. She would listen to songs and she would be delighted. She would sing, she would laugh, she would cry sometimes even, depending on the song. But I wrote a song called Celebrate Being. It was part of the National Down Syndrome Conference in Ottawa a long time ago, and I thought Celebrating Being is a great title for a song. So you can help with the song. Say celebrate, 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 celebrate. Celebrate being a dreamer. Celebrate being real. Celebrate being good friends, telling each other how you feel. That's important. Celebrate being happy. Celebrate being proud. Celebrate being effervescent, shouting your name out loud. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Everyone is welcome. We are people first, and there's no denying we'll keep on trying. Turns out better when we're together. I like your style 'cause you make me smile. Celebrate being gentle. Celebrate being kind. Celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine. All right, try this after me. La 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 la. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Celebrate me and you. Celebrate me and you. Everyone is welcome. We are people first, and there's no denying that we'll keep on trying. It turns out better when we're together. I like your style 'cause you make me smile. Celebrate being gentle. Celebrate being kind. Celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine. Yeah, celebrate being filled with love, letting your love light shine, letting your love light shine. Good. Thanks for sharing that one with me. Cheers. So I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that some of my grandchildren are watching the show right now. I have 5, that's right, count them, 5 grandkids. My son and his wife, Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. Hello, Damien. My son and his wife, Kelsey, they have 3 boys, August, Lachlan, and Jasper. And maybe you guys are all sitting around the old computer watching Grandpapa, they call me Bumpa, watching this show. And I'm going to sing a song that I know you guys know. And perhaps my daughter, my middle daughter, Danica, and her kids, Lily and Milo, are watching as well. So I'm going to send this one out to all of them. And this is a song about, well, let me describe it to you and see if you can guess. It's the kind of thing that helps like a wagon roll on the ground, or a car rolling along a street, or a train has very round things that support it. That's right, a wheel, of course. Put your arms in the air. Make a big wheel for me. Can you make a wheel? That's right. And now this is what a wheel does. You know what it looks like, and it spins and turns and rolls along the ground. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Yeah. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. That's the way, Lisa. Spin, spin, turn, turn, carry you around the world. How would you feel if you were a wheel spinning round and round and round? Would your rubber belly hurt on the stones and dirt? Would your head ache from the sound? And what would you say if you traveled all day underneath the heavy load? On the bottom of a truck through the rain and the muck, would you say what a yucky road? Here we go. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Where would you go on a street full of snow if you slipped and slid on the ice? Well, you'd better take care, stay away from there. A slippery road's not nice. How would you feel if you were a wheel on a teeny tiny toy car? Would you show the kids by the things that you did what a wonderful car you are? Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. How would you feel if you were a wheel, tired out and tossed away? Would you be really glad if someone's mom or dad made a swing out of you someday? And if you were a wheel, do you think you'd feel you could ever be a kid again? Think about it for a while, then just roll your eyes and smile. You just wheeled yourself to the end. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Come on. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Good. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Again. Let a spin, spin, and a turn, turn, carry you around the world. Carry you around the world. World, world. Good. I hope you enjoyed that. Good actions, by the way. And cheers to you. All right, you had some good actions going there. Let's try these actions and see how it works. Put your hand in front of you now. This time, put some stuff on it. Now put your other hand on top. What have you got? That's right, Taryn. That's right, Lisa. That's right, kids. You've got a sandwich. Are you hungry? Well, I know that the library printed out some lyrics to Sandwich Song, and maybe you've got those with you, or maybe you just know them from memory because you've been singing them for 40 years. Sit up straight. Clear your throats. Sing this note with me. Oh. Hey, you're good. Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch. And if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. I'm a roaming and a traveling and a wandering along, and if you care to listen, I will sing a happy song. I will not ask a favor, I will not ask a fee, but if you have yourself a sandwich, won't you give a bite to me? Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. Yes! Once I went to England, I visited the Queen. I swear she was the grandest lady that I've ever seen. Told her she was beautiful and could not ask for more. She handed me a sandwich and she threw me out the door. Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. Once I met a pretty girl, the fairest in the land. Young men in the county were asking for her hand. They'd offer her the moon, they'd offer her the sea. I offered her a sandwich and she said she'd marry me. Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. A sandwich may be egg or cheese or even peanut butter, but they all taste so good to me, it really doesn't matter. Jam or ham or cucumber, any kind will do. I like sandwiches, how about you? Go, sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, sing it again now. Sandwiches are beautiful, sandwiches are fine. I like sandwiches, I eat them all the time. I eat them for my supper, I eat them for my lunch, and if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all. Yes, if I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them. If I had 100 sandwiches, I'd eat them all at once. You sang that very well. Good for you. Good for you. And I see some song requests are coming up here. Oh yeah, there's that first one I'm going to be doing. The second one, I'll see if I can do that. But I have another song in mind right now. I was born and raised in Winnipeg. Got any Winnipeggers out there other than my grandkids and my children? Good. Well, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I hope that somewhere along your journey into Winnipeg, into the parks around Winnipeg, that you've been to Assiniboine Park. Assiniboine Park is a big, for those of you who don't know, it's a big, beautiful park in the middle of the city, not far from downtown at all, and it is just a very special place because that's where I grew up. When I was a child, that's where I would play. They used to have like a huge sandbox and a couple of big swings, but now they've turned it into something much more exciting in a way. There's still slides and swings, but there's places to crawl and hide. There's a water place, a shower thing in the summertime, and it's just a beautiful place. And it reminds me of Fred Penner's place, if you know what I'm talking about, because of the crawling things and all the flowers and plants around it. So if you ever get to Winnipeg, when you go to Winnipeg, when it's safe to go out to the parks, I want you to check out Children's Garden. The Children's Garden, exactly. And your part in this song is very simple. In the children's garden. Try that. In the children's garden. Sing it again. In the children's garden. Sun will rise and the moon will set in the children's garden. Best friends since the day we met in the children's garden. Protected by a serpent king, a band of frogs who love to sing. I tell you now, the play's the thing in the children's garden. Awesome feelings every day in the children's garden. Jump and run, swing and sway in the children's garden. A journey to the other side, something you have never tried. Through the water, down the slide in the children's garden. Once the gate is open, and the city's left behind. You're a Cinnabon pioneer's treasures you will find. Imagination comes alive, hear the sounds of life. A world of wonder waits for you, a prairie paradise. Plants and flowers smell so sweet in the children's garden. In this world you are complete, in the children's garden. Come on in, stake your claim, pick a partner, play a game. Mother Nature calls your name. In the children's garden, in the children's garden, in the children's garden. Good, thank you. Cheers. And something you can find anywhere in this world. Actually, it's one of the requests that that somebody has put down the list. And the thing I'm talking about, let me see if I can describe it. Well, imagine a tree, okay? You're a tree, and all of a sudden the tree starts to go like this, back and forth and back and forth. What? Here's the question. Here's the tricky question. Maybe not so tricky. The question is, what is making that tree go back and forth like that? Of course, it's the wind. I am the wind. I am the breeze. I dance with the leaves and I play in the trees. I twist and I turn, skip, jump, and fly. Oh, I am the wind. Sing that with me. I am the wind. When you and your family are out for a walk in the sun or the rain or the snow, I'm always with you wherever you are. You can feel me wherever you go. I am the wind. I am the breeze. I dance with the leaves and I play in the trees. Twist and I turn, skip, jump, and fly. Oh, I am the wind. I am the wind. Well, I love to play every day of the year, helping seasons to come and go. The flowers and plants wait for me in the spring to carry seeds to the places they grow. I am the wind, I am the breeze. I dance with the leaves and I play in the trees. Twist and I turn, skip, jump, and fly. Oh, I am the wind. Come on, sing it. You can wave your arms. I am the wind. Keep it going. I am the wind, a little bit stronger. I am the wind, feel it blowing. I am the wind. Oh, I am the wind. Good, good for you. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to get out the old ukulele. Here it is. Here's my ukulele. Pretty cool, eh? I know sometimes when parents ask me what kind of guitar they should get for their children, I say, don't get them a guitar. Guitars can be pretty big and a little more difficult to play, but a ukulele is very easy to play. Make all different sizes, all different kinds, all different colors. This one is a little bit fancier. It's got these lovely scrolls on the bottom, but it still has the 4 strings. My dog has fleas. That's how you tune the ukulele. And if you play, if you've got one, you put your finger on the first string, 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, and that is a C chord, okay? Yeah, they're pretty easy to play. Even very small hands can do that. So give that a try. And after this song, I'm going to flip back to Lisa, and we will have a little Q&A together, and then I'll sing some more songs. If you have other requests, please. And there is a request coming in that I will be doing after we finish this Q&A. But this song is called Working Together. My wife, Ray Ellen, is my wife's name, and we worked on this song together. And this song was actually recorded on the Hear the Music album. And if you're looking for the album or a t-shirt or a book or something, stop by my website, fredpender.com, and we can talk about that there, okay? We're just in the process of setting up a store, but you can send me an email and whatever your request is. Okay, your part in this song goes, helping each other grow. Da 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 da. Helping each other grow. Try that with me. Helping each other grow. Working together makes whatever you do go a little bit faster. You know that's true. All part of giving and lending a hand. Helping each other grow. Helping each other grow. A look on the ground, look to the sky, learn from the ants and bees. Cooperation's a wonderful word. It starts with you and me. Working together makes whatever you do go a little bit faster. You know that's true. All part of giving and lending a hand. Helping each other grow. Helping each other grow. Maybe it takes more than one pair of hands to get the job done. Your brain is for thinking and figuring out. Two heads are better than one. Working together makes whatever you do go a little bit faster. You know that's true. All part of giving and lending a hand. Helping each other grow. Building a house straight and tall. Holding a ladder so I don't fall. Picking the apples from the top of a tree. Vitamin C, making a dinner for all to share. Setting a table shows you care. Planting a garden, water and seeds. So many mouths to feed. Working together makes whatever you do go a little bit faster. You know that's true. All part of giving and lending a hand. Helping each other grow. Helping each other grow. Singing. Working together makes whatever you do go a little bit faster. You know that's true. All part of giving and lending a hand. Helping each other grow. Helping each other grow. Helping each other grow. Right, that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing now during this COVID time. We are helping each other grow in so many ways. So let's flip over to Lisa now and see what kind of questions you may have. All right. We're open. The lines are open.
The lines are open. So
Okie
yes,
dokie.
you're ready for some questions? We do have
Yes,
some
ma'am.
questions from the audience. So first up, we have Isabella and Olympia from Port Moody. And we know you mentioned your sister earlier,
Yeah.
but they want to know what inspired you to start singing, or what still inspires you to start singing, or just to keep
Well,
singing.
what inspired me to start singing was birth. You see, I think I because I come from a musical family. My parents both sang and they loved instruments. My mother would play. We had an organ and a piano at home, and Mom would play that. My dad, when he was younger, he played drums and clarinet. My older sister played piano. I mean, we had lots of really lovely sounds in the house. Lots of beautiful records, and I went through so many different styles of music, from the swing music of my parents and classical, and then the early rock and roll. So I had all this wonderful sound going into my brain, and I just had to express it. So I eventually found a way to connect the music that was in my soul, in my being, into songs that I could share with you.
That's awesome. To grow up in such a musical household, that's wonderful. So we have another question. Um, oh, they're all just coming in now.
Good.
So there are three generations watching together,
Yes.
and Callum wants to know when did you learn to play guitar?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't start playing guitar till I was 15 years old. I played piano and I learned some music there, but I didn't play guitar till I was 15. My older brother, he got married when I was 15, and I was the best man. And my brother's wife's father, so his father-in-law, they lived on a farm in Pelly, Saskatchewan. Any Saskatchewan people there? Kamsack, Pelly, Yorkton, that part of the world. Well, I went to their farm once upon a time, and on the back door of their farmhouse, on this beautiful farm in Pelly, was a guitar. And I looked at it. I'd never even seen. We didn't have guitars when I was growing up, but there was this guitar on the back of the door, and I saw it, and my heart went, "What on earth is that?" And I said, "Could I touch that instrument?" And my brother's father-in-law said, "Oh, you can have it. It's an old instrument. It's yours." Really?
Nice.
And it was a terrible instrument. I mean, it had a very skinny neck, and the strings were all shot. But it was my first guitar, and I brought it home, and I learned how to make some chords, and I got some new strings, and that was the beginning of my guitar playing world. Thanks for asking that.
That is awesome. All right, so oh, I have to scroll back up here. How about someone wants to know how long did it take you to grow your majestic beard?
What time is it now? Aha. I've had a beard for most of my adult life. I trim it down once in a while. It could, if I'd let it go, it would be right to the floor, I'm sure. But I do try and make it neat so it looks nice. But I've
Right.
years and years and years and years.
It looks very good. We
Thank
have
you.
a question, someone from St. John's, Newfoundland,
Hey, all
and
right.
they're wondering uh, where has your favorite place been to perform? And follow up, how did the idea of the song Where in the World come from?
Ooh, boy, oh boy. I mean, favorite place to play. I love performing. I'm really missing, being on tour. As you mentioned in the introduction, I was in the middle of my 40th anniversary Cat Came Back tour. We were at Edmonton just about to do a show, and that was canceled. So there were many places that I wasn't able to get to. But I love performing, and every place that I've been has something special about it. And just thinking of St. John's and touring both Newfoundland and Labrador, and we were going to be doing some touring there this right now, in fact, this fall season. So I'm sorry that I'm not able to be there, good people. But thanks, St. John's, for checking in. And where in the world? I was working on a video series years ago, and and boy, and just that phrase, "Where in the world are you?" And thinking now that this image, this music could be going anywhere on this planet. So the song of "Where in the World Are You" is it's truly a universal topic, and that's what I hope my songs do. When I talk about sandwiches, everybody knows what that is. When I talk about the wind, you know what that is. Talk about pets, you know what that is. So "Where in the World Are You" just sort of came out of that thought and feeling.
Mhm. So you mentioned sandwiches, the song you already sang, which we all dance to, I'm sure. Daryl would like to know, or sorry, Paige would like to know where the idea for sandwiches that song came from.
Well, that came from my dear friend. I have a friend who lives in Lundar, Saskatchewan. Excuse me. His name is Bob King. Hello, Bob. Are you watching? But dear Bob King is a wonderful, wonderful songwriter, and he's written some beautiful stories. Take a look, Bob King. And Bob wrote this song years ago for a play that they were doing in Manitoba. They were touring this show, and he wrote that song, and I listened to it, and I thought, oh, that is a catchy little number you got there, Bob. Do you mind if I sort of adapt it a little bit? So I played with it and changed a very, very little part of it, but it became one of the second most requested song in the Fred Penner repertoire. But that's where that came from.
Awesome. From Renee, what do you miss the most since COVID started? And what is the first thing you're going to do when it's safe again?
Oh boy. Well, I do miss being on the stage, seeing the audience in front of me, seeing the expressions on the faces, hearing the voices being raised. I love the feeling of live performance. I really do. But as you mentioned, I've been doing this for 45 years. So in a way, I sort of welcomed the break. My wife and I have moved to Vancouver Island, and we have half an acre of green, and it's a beautiful place to relax. And so I'm seeing this as sort of a semi-retirement. And once COVID is over, I'm going to get back on the road. I've got lots and lots of shows that are places that are waiting for me to get there, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Just being back and realizing that we have survived this and we will survive this. There's no question about that. But follow the rules, wear the mask, keep the distancing, keep the groups, your bubbles down to the small size so that we can overcome this very challenging time. We all are part of this, and we all need to do that together to make this go away, to help this go away. So pay attention to that, please.
Definitely. So, uh, from Andrea, she says you're her favorite singer when she was little, and now her 2-year-old twins love your music. And she wants to know, are there plans to release more episodes of your show? That's something I want to know too.
Ooh, there are probably a dozen or so that CBC has released that you can find on CBC Gem. If you would like more shows, you need to drop a line to cbckids.ca and just tell them that you'd like more. I think if they get response from the public, I've talked to them and they're looking at doing that. But the more encouragement, the better. So drop a line to CBC Kids and tell them your feeling. Okay.
Awesome. All right, we have time for one more question.
And while you're asking
And
the question, I'm just going to fill up my water glass. I'll be right back.
yes,
I'm looking.
we have to stay hydrated. You have to protect the voice. So I'm gonna wait.
Go ahead. I'm
Oh, you
listening.
can hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. I
Lachlan.
can hear you. I can
So
hear you.
Jackson wants to know, what inspired you to write The Cat Came Back? And did you actually have a cat that just wouldn't stay away?
We had many cats when I was growing up in our family. Um, and the song actually is a very, very old song that I've adapted. I've written new verses to, and so it's one of those songs that as soon as I saw it, and I read it in an old folk song book years ago, and I thought this is a catchy tune. That chord progression is E minor, D, C, B7. People, get out your guitars and try that. It's a beautiful. I think of it as a very circular musical pattern, and it's very engaging, and it has lots of excitement to it, and the verses of all the things that could happen to this cat, and in spite of what happens, he always comes back. And I have lots of stories. People have sent me messages about about their cats going away, and months, sometimes years later, the cat returning. So it is something that cats do. So I love the cat came back. Always have, always will.
And I just want to let you know that Lachlan and Jasper say hi.
All right, hey guys. Oh, that's
And on
exciting.
that note,
That's great. Locke, hey Locke, give me a wave. Jasper, Jasper. Oh, I miss you guys so much. I want to hug you. I want to hug you. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, I know a lot of, and this is going out to all the parents, grandparents, who aren't able to be with the grandkids now and giving them the hugs. So the virtual hugs are one thing, but keep connected, through the phone and through the video and through the Zoom and FaceTime, all of that. Just do everything you possibly can to make the people, help the people and love, that you are thinking of them and that you are connected. Yeah, it's really important. Good.
awesome. You want to sing a couple more songs?
Oh boy, do I! We're fast moving to the end, and there were many requests that were coming down the line. So I'm going to try and put a whole bunch of them together and see how this goes. Somebody requested "The Marvelous Toy." It's a song that I often do at Christmas time. It's a song that I remembered when I was growing up, and I'll do some of that. It's about a toy that made three sounds: zip, bop, or whatever works for you. When I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy, my father homeward came one night and gave to me a toy. A wonder to behold it was, with many colors bright. And the moment I laid eyes on it, it became my heart's delight. Help me out now. It went zip when it moved, bop when it stopped, or when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. It went zip when it moved, bop when it stopped, or when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. No, I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Somebody else requested a song called The Bump. It's a whole story. Actually, and I've got a book called The Bump. If you're interested in that, fredpenner.com. We can do some business. I'm a bump, 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 bump in the middle of the prairie. The land around is flat, flat, flat. I'm a bump that no one sees, just a bump that no one sees. Now, this is a very long story, so I'll encapsulate it a bit. It's about a bump that wants to be something bigger, like a hill or a mountain or a volcano. But in the end, a family comes along and builds a house on top of the bump. That's right. So he has a purpose. I'm not a fierce volcano or a mountain or a hill. I've got dreams like everyone. I'll never get my fill. But I think for now I'll stay right here. Things are looking fine, 'cause I've got a family here with me. A bump is all I want to be. Proud to have a sign that says bump, 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 bump. In the middle of the prairie, my favorite land is flat, flat, flat. I'm as happy as can be. I'm the bump that you can see. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, that's a good story. Thank you. Thanks to my friend Brian Richardson. Brian, if you're watching, thanks again for that story that I turned into a song years ago. Okay, a little bit of this one, another request. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Sing that again. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Okay. It's time for you to sing a song for me. That's right. And I'm hoping that my friends in Saskatoon, Christopher, those folks, yeah, you're there. Hi, guys. Russ, Yvonne, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, thank you for people across the country for taking this moment to be with me, to share in this music. This is the way we connect now. All right, it's your turn to sing a song for me. Sit up straight, clear your throats, take a breath through your nose. That's right. Here you go. Here's your chord. Go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Z, or Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you see? Good. Twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. How many of you have pets with you now? I know, Jasper and Lachlan, you've got a cat out there, don't you? A brand new kitty cat? Oh, there's a cat going across the screen. Well, why don't you help me with my all-time favorite cat song? The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away. Give me a meow, go meow. Now old Mr. Johnson had troubles of his own. He had a yellow cat who wouldn't leave his home. He tried and he tried to give the cat away. He gave it to a man going far, far away. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away. Meow. So he gave it to a man going up in a balloon. Told him for to take it to the man in the moon. Balloon came down about 90 miles away. Where the man is now, well, I dare not say. But the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat, he just couldn't stay away. Where's that meow, Lachlan? Meow. Once a crazy scientist took the yellow cat and put it in a time machine with one small rat. He sent them back 10 million years to the dinosaur and ape. We're here for good, the old rat said. There's no possible escape. But you know, the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away. Meow. Sing it all again. Now the cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just couldn't stay away. Great. Good singing. Thank you. We are fast approaching the end of our time. I've got a couple of songs I just want to end off with. One in particular that I was going to send out again to all of the people on the front lines, all of the nurses, all of the caregivers in homes across the country. A very important song that I send out to you. It's a song called Proud. You've got to be proud of the people around you, proud of the things that you do, proud of your dreams and feelings inside, never afraid to let them shine through. No, never afraid to make them come true. Look at a child learning to walk, making the sound, starting to talk, finding something new each day. There's only one thing to say. You've got to be proud of the people around you, proud of the things that you do, proud of your dreams and feelings inside, never afraid to let them shine through. No, never afraid to make them come true. Knowing you did the best that you could, the end of a journey makes you feel good. A mom and dad at their baby's birth is the greatest pride on earth. You've got to be proud of the people around you, proud of the things that you do, proud of your dreams and feelings inside, never afraid to let them shine through. No, never afraid to make them come true, never afraid to let them shine through. No, never afraid to make them come true. You've got to be proud. Yeah, I hope you take that song to heart. And if there are people around you who are taking care of you, give them a big thank you. Would you please, for me? I know we were talking about Fred Penner's Place, and I just want to end off with the last song that I did on every one of those episodes. And by the way, there is a doc on CBC Gem about Fred Penner's Place, about my history a bit. If you're interested, take a look at that. But here's the last song and the most important song that I'll share with you. Thanks for being here. Take good care of each other. That's what friends like to do. Let your sister and brother help you learn that it's true. We all need to feel wanted for the people who we are. After me, saying, take good care, take good care, take good care, take good care of each other. Peace and love to all of you. Thank you very much for being with us today, and thanks to Taryn and Talise and and Guillermo for putting the sound together. Thank you very much for being here. Take good care of each other, and I hope to see you again real soon. Be well.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Fred. Katie Coons, 87, said it best, I think, when she said, your music fills the heart with warmth, joy, happiness, and we just love you so much for this concert. Thank you so much. And of course, that message of taking care of each other is especially important, especially now where we're living. So I would like again to thank the West Vancouver Memorial Library Foundation and the estate of Robert Leslie Welsh. I would also like to thank all of you for watching. We had lots of viewers across Canada, so thank you for tuning in for our concert today. At the library, we are always interested in your feedback and your thoughts. So if you look below the video in the description, there is a link to a survey, and I believe Taryn might actually also post it in the comments right now. We would love you to fill that out. Any feedback that you have for us is important and helps us develop more programs for you all. And speaking of programs, we have some exciting stuff coming up in December. We have a Booktopia event that's called Visit a Sea Garden with Roy Henry Vickers and Kay Wiseman, and that is on December 3rd. You can sign up on our website, westvanlibrary.ca, register. We'll send you a reminder plus a link a couple days before. And I want to thank you again for joining us today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you soon at the library. Take good care of each other.